is none. Okay, so I'm pressing record. Good. Okay, so like I said, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I want to welcome you to SANKI Global. This is what it's all about. San means respect and ki for vital energy. That's what it means in Japanese. This is a Japanese French company. That's where it started, and it started over 50 years ago with Dr. Behe Adias. And so he's a French-Japanese doctor. And so his goal actually was to actually not cure any disease at all. Like literally, his goal was to bring the body to homeostasis so the body could do what God created it to do, which is heal itself. So I hope people are understanding that these products don't heal your body. Your body heals itself. It does what God allows the body to do, which is heal itself. However, our presenter tonight is going to go into detail about how that happens, but it's homeostasis. That's one of the main things. Homeostasis, which mainly means your body is purring. I mean, I'm a car freak, and I know, and if any men are on this line, and maybe some women like myself, I love a good 5.0 GT, 5 to the floor Mustang, okay? And I don't know if y'all have ever heard a Mustang when it passes by your window or your door. Let me tell you how it sounds, guys. It goes like this. It purrs. Do you hear me? And so that's what homeostasis is. Homeostasis is the purr for the body. Once our body can get to that level, guess what? The body can start to do what God created it to do, which is heal itself. So one of the things we love to say around here is, why SANKI, why now? And this question can, be thrown around and be shared differently. And each person will literally have a different testimony to why SANKI, why now, because it will mean different things to different people. Because some people get into it and say, oh, this is just a business and that's all it is. Well, good for them. Some people will get into it and say, listen, my blood pressure is so high, I need to get it under control. These drugs ain't doing what I need it to do. I don't want to be in no blood pressure medication, blah, blah, blah. That's what the Krenu does. Some people will say, you know what? I'm a male. I need some things to go up that don't want to go up, and they need to stay up, but they don't want to stay up. That's what we got that Belage for, baby. So yeah, hint, hint, clue, clue. You know what I'm talking about for those that are out there. So that's what our products do, guys. So like I said, why SANKI, why now is literally different for different people. But I'm going to share a few testimonials before we go in to the presentation that will just share with you like what I have personally experienced over the past couple of months. I started with the company, literally, this is my 1-year anniversary. We started in Florida last year, and I remember I was told that I needed to come to this meeting, and I was like, I'm not going, because like I said earlier, I was swept off my feet by God in 2015. So I've not been able to walk since 2015. Are you hearing me? So when this call came through last year that, oh, Ruth Ann, do you know anybody in the Bahamas that would be interested in doing some network marketing in this health and wellness product? I said, yeah, I have a few persons, and I called their names, and I said, well, you know what? I'll get their names to you. And they were flying us out, or flying them out, because at the time I was not going. And I was like, fine, I'll get you their names, got them their names. When I called my friends and said, okay, here's your flight arrangements, they were like, well, are you coming? I said, no, I'm not going. Because for anyone who might have a friend or a family member that is, I don't like to even use the word disabled, but abled, you ain't like to travel. You don't like to do anything of that sort, because guess what? First of all, either you have to have a catheter in, or you have to have multiple underwear on. It's a lot of work. I know people, y'all might be like, what? Listen, to travel as a abled person, it's not easy. And then you have to have a caregiver with you. There's like so many factors that go into if you want to travel as a disabled person. So anyway, when I tell you God aligned everything, my mom's coworker was going away that weekend, everything. And I was like, you know what, God, you have a sense of humor, So I ended up going with her. I ended up coming back by myself. But during that, I should say that introduction to SANKI Global, they initially brought us into a room. They started talking about this company. Then they took 5 people in the back of the room, and they took this thing. All you could say is they sat them down, did something in the back, and then sent them back into the crowd. Then they dispersed us with 2 cups of this green liquid and ice. So they said, everybody drink this, you know, this is one of our products, try it. And then they started giving us some details about, you know, what the product does and all this good stuff. So we were listening, sitting there, and then 20 minutes later, they called those same 5 people back to the back of the room. And so we're all like, you know, us Bahamians, the 4 Bahamians around the table, we let nosy, we like, well, what going on in the back of the room? Why they ain't call us? Like, what happened over there? So anyway, about 20 minutes into the presentation, they then put up these different pictures of the persons that had been in the back of the room. Lo and behold, they were scanning the finger beds, like the nail beds of the persons before drinking the green liquid and then after drinking the green liquid. And what you saw, guys, was simply amazing. I'm hoping one day that I can get those pictures for y'all so that y'all can actually see what I'm talking about. But what it is a micro scanner, what we have here at SANKI Global, and it scans the beds, the finger beds, and what it shows you is the capillaries. It shows you whether there's inflammation in them. It shows you if they become elongated once drinking the belage. Are you hearing me? Once drinking the belage, it then elongates the capillaries. Like they literally, you start seeing them to pulsate. You start to see them move. I was like, whoa. One of my girlfriends got hers scanned, and she has lymphedema. And so, you know, she does suffer with severe inflammation. So initially you saw nothing. You saw nothing on the screen. It was like crazy. You're like looking, trying to think like, what are we supposed to be looking? And you couldn't even see the heads of the vessels, of the blood vessels. 20 minutes later, you could actually see the formation of the blood vessels pulsating through her blood. And I don't remember if I put up her video, but I'm hoping that I'll find it during this presentation so I can show you what her testimony is about what she's experienced with the products. But I'm going to share this video with you because initially when I first started, this is what was happening. This would have been, I'd started the SANKI products in December, full-fledged. And I had been doing, I think this would have been, I would say the first week of January that this video was taken, because I felt like I could stand. This is like, you know, first of all, not being able to walk is a mind game. That in itself is a mind game. You got to wake up every morning and decide and say to yourself, God, is today the day? Because I'm only waiting on him. You know, and so every day I get up, I say, God, is today the day? And either he can say yes or he can say no. But on this day, I was like, Jordan, I say, Jordan, I just feel like I could walk. I could get up and walk. She's like, okay, mommy, if you feel you can get up and walk, let's try it. So I just want to show you this video first to then show you where I've come, because then you can see the difference. Because sometimes when someone says something, you're like, yeah, she just wants to sell me something. No, sweetie, one thing I will never do to my Bahamian people is sell you something, because I don't believe in foolishness. Do unto others as you want done unto you. So let me show you this. Let me see, make sure that this video is up. Can y'all see anything on the screen? Yes, no? Is anything on the screen? Let me see.
Not yet.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Stop share. Let me get it up. So this here is the first time when I tried to stand. Like I really attempted it. As you can see, epic fail. Like fail, and more fail. Yeah, it didn't happen. You know, absolute fail. Like, you know, I really tried, but no, nothing happened. So then this is me. This would have been now, COVID had started. I would say this would be the first week of March. Yeah, this would be like the first week of March. So now look at the difference. Now I want y'all to see the butt lifting in the back. See, that's really important, because on the first video, I went to my butt at all.
Am I getting up? Are you recording it? Are you seeing any hip movement coming off there?
That's it, right?
So then I think this was more recent when COVID already happened. They allowed us to start going back to physical therapy. And so Miss Robbie, who's my physical therapist, the greatest in the world, she decides to put me on standing bars. Guys, in 5 years, I've never been put on standing bars ever. Normally, she's lifting me by the gait belt, as you can see what my daughter was helping me with, or she's lifting me by her neck. But to say that I'm being stood up with the standing bars, nope, hadn't done it, because I never had the strength. And as you noticed, even in the video before, my core was slightly shaky. It still didn't have 100% full core strength. So this is what happened. This would have been just recently, like in the past couple months. I would say, I think they opened back up like September, like around September, 3rd week of September or something like that. And I know you're wondering, well, why does she have everything recorded? Well, the reason why I record everything, guys, is because honestly, you never really see your progress unless you're recording it and like keeping a diary of what's really going on. So this is why I'm constantly recording what's happening, because then I can say, oh yeah, last week I wasn't able to do that because one of my therapists taught me back in 2015 when I'd have one of those really bad down days of, woe is me, God, what happened? What did I do wrong? You know, she said, Ruth Ann, you must be grateful for every single thing that happens on a daily basis. If your toe wiggles today, thank God. And so literally that is my philosophy. Whatever happens, I give God thanks. I give him all the praise. I give him all the glory, because I feel that this is where he put me for a reason and for a season. And I don't have anything wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong. And, you know, people want to say this happened. No, this all God. And I appreciate him in all his glory. So this is now me being able to stand up by myself with my chair, which I wasn't able to do either. So as you can see, the progress is coming. Is it slow? Yes. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a sprint, guys. This is literally a marathon, and I'm like booking down the road. So this is what I want you to understand about SANKI. What it's going to do to your body is reverse, recover, and restore. What I'm going to share with you right now, and like I said, I'm not even getting into the presentation yet. I want you to see these testimonials, okay? We have a young man in NASSAU, one of my very, very dear friends. Her son was diagnosed with something that they're not even sure what it is. It's a muscle disorder. He's not been able to walk since he was 3. When I met him last year after Dorian, I came into NASSAU, and me and my son were over there getting our visas. And I remember she picked him up from school, and she put him in the car. And the first thing, my son is very vocal. Like, you know, he just says what's on his mind. And sometimes you want to put a bridle on his mouth, you know? So he's 12. So he says, Mommy, why are his eyes, you know, rolling? Because he had the muscle disorder, he could not control his eye muscles. He also could not control the drooling of his mouth. He could not hold his head up. He could not walk. His leg would vibrate a lot. So these are the things that, you know, transpired in his body. And his parents had done everything since he was a baby to find out what was wrong with him. Nobody, not even the National Institute of Health, could tell them what was wrong with their child. So he's been living with this disorder. Like I said, he's now 13. I just wanted to share with you what transpired in his life since taking the products. What you're going to see here is what happens to him prior in therapy, and what's going on with him now.
Make it wider, and push. Step. Like sit down and give up. Try pushing. Get these knees back towards me.
Done it. Oh.
Oh man. Come on, we had it. Stop and take a deep breath. Now let's think about that. Your knees started coming together, and what happened? You lost your balance.
Jump again. Jump again. Hey, jump again. You jump one more time? That's enough? All right then. Okay.
Guys, I remember the day that she called me. It was like at 10, 11 o'clock at night. It was 10 something. And she called me and she was like, Ruthann, you're not going to believe what happened. And that was the first time that he'd actually gotten up and he had taken 5 steps. Girl, listen, guys, y'all can't imagine the excitement I felt for her, because I know how I would feel if I suddenly got up and was able to take 5 steps. And this is a child that has not done that, like I said, for 10 years. So imagine the mother being able to rejoice in that moment of her child taking these steps. So now I'm going to go over to what happened in February. There was a conference in Mexico for the company. It was their 10-year anniversary, because the company itself, SANKI Global, has been around for 10 years, but SANKI Mayor, which is the scientific company behind our products, has been around now for 50 years. Okay, so it was the 50th year anniversary back in February, and 10-year anniversary for SANKI Global. And this is what a Mexican lady had to say about the products. Hold on.
Breast cancer, grade 2 and 3.
En octubre primero de este año que pasó,
October the 1st.
tenía su cáncer en sangre
She had her cancer
199.
at her blood at 199.
El 20 de enero,
In January 20,
ahora mismo acabado de pasar,
just a couple of weeks ago,
su cáncer ha bajado
her cancer has been dropping down
29.30.
to 29.3.
Lo único que ha estado
The
tomando,
only thing that she has been drinking,
3 velas diarias,
3 Belash per day,
un INER 7.
1 Inner 7 per day.
Su doctora le dijo,
Her doctor said,
Izumi,
Izumi,
¿qué está pasando contigo? ¿Cómo te estás? Es japonesa la muchacha.
okay, she's from Japan, so that's
¿Qué es
why
lo que
Izumi.
estás haciendo extra?
Hey, what are you doing? What is the
¿Qué es
extra
lo que
that
estás
you're doing?
alimentándote?
What are you
Porque
eating?
tengo 3
Because I have
pacientes
3 other patients
diagnosticadas en el mismo
that has
tiempo
the
tuyo.
same
Sus quimioterapias son muy
diagnosis from you,
fuertes
and their chemotherapies are very strong,
y están peor cada día.
and they are worse every day.
Tu cáncer está bajando.
Your
¿Qué estás
cancer is
haciendo?
dropping down, is going down. What are you doing?
Le dijo, estoy usando un producto
She said,
japonés
I'm using a Japanese product
que me está ayudando a esto.
that is helping me on this.
Ahora mismo su doctora tiene el nombre de
Now-
SANKI en las manos.
Now that doctor has a SANKI on her hands.
Entonces, ustedes que están acabando en las redes, felicidades.
You that are just joining
Los
our
felicito.
team,
Estoy
the
súper
SANKI
feliz por
family,
ustedes
I'm very happy that you are joining this family.
porque yo quiero trabajar así como ustedes
Because
también.
I want to work as you are.
Mucha gente no me está respondiendo,
A lot of people is not answering to me,
pero María Estrella
but Maria
tiene el
Estrella
compromiso conmigo
has their biggest commitment
de
with
no parar
myself
jamás
that
de
never
hablar de
stop
SANKI
to talk about SANKI
mientras SANKI haga lo que está haciendo.
while SANKI is doing what it's doing.
Tengo, espérense que tengo
Wait,
más.
I have like 2 hours more.
Oigan este testimonio.
Hear this testimony.
Tengo una niña autista
I have an autist
con
kid,
15
a
años
girl.
de edad.
She is 15 years old.
Nunca en su vida había emitido
She never
palabras.
has been spoke before.
Cuando pedía algo era dando
When she
gritos
wanted
y
or she
pegando
wanted
en
to
la
ask
pared.
something, she was screaming and hitting the walls.
6 meses y medio usando SANKI.
6 months and a half after using SANKI,
La niña está empezando
now she's
a decir
starting
palabras.
to talk.
Ahora la niña
Now-
señala cuando quiere algo.
Now she's pointing when she wants something instead to hit the walls.
Ahora la niña dice,
Now she's
da
saying,
cuando tú estás comiendo, da.
can you give when you are eating something?
Le dice al papá,
Like
pa,
asking for
que no lo
something
llamaba nunca.
in a good way, and now he's calling his dad.
Le dice a su mamá,
Now
ma,
he's calling her mom, ma,
dice, go.
and she say
en
go.
inglés. Nunca en su vida,
Never in her life,
siempre se bañaba en la piscina y
she always
jugaba.
used to
Le
take
daban
a shower.
So guys, I've just been sharing all these different testimonies before we even got into what the products are, because I want you to really understand that these products have done some really dynamic things. And there's so many other, like, I know that there's other Bahamians on this line right now that can open their line and share their testimonies as well. Even our presenter will be able to share her personal testimony that she has of her mother. And when she finishes presenting, I'm going to share with you the testimonials that Dr. Alcantar from Mexico shared with me the other evening. That would have been 2 Sundays ago when we were relaunching in Turks Island. And he shared some testimonies, guys. They are going to blow your mind away. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to some and present to others this dynamic lady. Listen, she is a spirit warrior. You hear me? I absolutely love her. She is, to me, my kindred spirit. I can't wait to meet her. Like everybody says, they can't wait to meet me. I can't wait to meet y'all. So without further ado, please, I want to present to some and introduce to others. Iris DePass, are you out there?
Good night. Good night. Let me know if you can hear me.
I can hear you clearly, beautiful. Take it away.
All right, great. Good night, everyone. Good night, Lydia and family and friends. It's an awesome year, 2020. This is a year of breakthrough for many persons, and I'm happy that you're embracing that. And so I am going to get right into my presentation. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and my journey with SANKI. I'm in my 40s, and when this year in the month of June, I was introduced to the products because I was feeling rather run down. Not only run down, but I was having mobility issues. And Coach Ra explained to you exactly what that's like, how you feel. So I knew something was wrong, and I was like, oh my goodness, if this continues the way it's going, I know something is I'm gonna crash soon. But I got the products, I tried all of them, and within 10 days, my joints felt better. And I was moving like probably better than I moved before. I felt like I was 16 again. And that is no joke, guys. That's just top of the line facts. After that experience, I gave some of the products, the Balaj and the Canoe, to my mom because she herself was slowing down. And within 3 days, her caretaker called and told me that, what was that you gave your mom, Iris? What was that? And I told her, and she was like, oh my God, she's walking. We never had her walk. I mean, she didn't walk in about a couple of months. And now she's walking all the way around the house, a couple of times around the porch. And the circulation, the blackness in her leg has just disappeared. And so I'd like to try it. And so that's how the story spreads, because the more persons know about SANKI and the SANKI supplements, then you just have to share it. And Agua said to be the best kept secret in the Bahamas. But let me tell you, you have discovered one of the best kept secrets in the world in 2020. Those of you who've heard about SANKI in 2020, like I have. All right. And so I am going to share about the 4 products, friends. There are 4 fantastic supplements, and we call them the Fantastic 4 because they assist the body in doing what the body needs to do, heal itself. The body has the power to heal itself. And you are working with a wonderful machine. Everyone, all of us are working with a very wonderful machine, but sometimes we need to listen to it and give it what it needs. And the supplements actually do just that. All right. So these products were developed by Dr. Bahia Diaz as a result of studies done on the lifestyle and diets of centenarians in Japan. There are 70,000 plus centenarians in Japan, people who live 100 years and longer. Dr. Bahia Diaz created supplements that duplicated what happens in the bodies of the centenarians. Being aware of the fact that when the body digests good food, it creates metabolites, enzymes, and antioxidants. Dr. Diaz took olive leaves, rosemary, black beans, yuzu, which is a Japanese citrus, cacao, and green tea. And using a cold fermentation process, he created metabolites that help the body to do what it needs to do. So if you listen to the list of products that are used in these supplements, you would hear that they're all natural products. Okay, so what are metabolites? Metabolites are compounds that participate in chemical reactions which take place at the cellular level during metabolism. They help to provide more energy, create a strong immunological system, and thus prolong life. These metabolites help the body to reach a state of homeostasis or balance. Coach Ra mentioned that earlier, and it is no joke. It is a fact. The key factor in the intelligent force that the SANKI system uses is homeostasis, which refers to the body's ability to self-regulate or to be in a state of optimum health. So, friends, that's the state the entire SANKI system aims to get our bodies to, a state of true homeostasis. Now, metabolites do three things in our bodies. Metabolites give us energy for thermogenesis. Thermogenesis means dissipation or sharing of energy, which happens when heat is produced. Metabolites rebuild and repair tissue damage, promote growth, strengthen bones, ligaments, and tendons. Lastly, they clear out mucus and waste at the cellular level. And if you know anything about the body, most of the ailments, or just about all of them, are the result of mucus buildup and waste buildup. So you get the creaky joints, you get the cancers, you get the high blood pressure, you get the diabetes, all because of a buildup of mucus and waste at the cellular level. So here are the supplement, friends. They help the body to get down to the business of reversing, recovering, and restoring. All right, the first supplement is what we call a meal replacement, the Hasaki. It has over 596 metabolites. One serving contains 5,000 milligrams of metabolites, and it is made from the cacao beans using a patented process called Bovia. What does the Hasaki do, you might ask? Hasaki increases the intestinal diversity of the microbiota. In other words, the microbiota is helped to do more than it was doing due to a sluggish system. And your system becomes sluggish when you put in a lot of grease and bad foods. So the microbiota are the smallest power cells in the mitochondria. Hasaki causes them to spread out so that they can absorb more nutrients that are coming through the intestine. All right. Now, remember, if you've been eating bad, then your microbiota is together. And so what the Hasaki actually does is causes them to spread out. And so you get more surface. And so when you eat good food, when you eat good food or proper food, and then your body is able to absorb those nutrients better, and they can get to work in helping the body to heal itself. So when they spread out, protein absorption is increased by 20%. Why does the body need protein, you might ask? Protein is needed to make cells and to repair damaged cells. Protein also protects the body from viruses and bacteria. Also, the polyphenols from the cacao increases blood flow to the brain, causing the brain to work smoother and faster. And so you would notice when you're taking the Hasaki that you are able to think better, your memory improves, and you're good at making decisions. All right. Hasaki also calms you down. It reduces ADD and depression. So those persons who are depressed and anxious, sometimes you just need a little bit of Hasaki. You need to get your Hasaki in there. Hasaki stimulates testosterone production in men and helps to promote hormonal balance for women. All right. So those persons who are aging and are experiencing, a drop in your libido, then this is the product that gets you back up and running. One of the products, actually. All right, so that's Hasaki. Let's move on to N7. This supplement is purified seawater taken from 321 meters deep in the ocean. It contains 60 minerals such as calcium, iron, zinc, copper, and others that the body needs, and is high in magnesium, the second most needed macro mineral in the body. For what is magnesium needed, you might ask? Magnesium regulates muscle and nerve function, blood sugar levels, blood pressure. It helps to make protein, bones, and DNA. It helps to maintain a healthy immune system, and it also helps to produce energy. And last, but by no means least, it helps to keep your heart beating. So magnesium is one of those minerals that you just need to keep up to the appropriate level in your body. And that is what N7 provides, as well as all of the other necessary minerals. N7 also helps to reverse demineralization, which means mineral loss. And that's why your bones get creaky. That's why you start having mobility issues. And what this N7 also does, it helps to balance your body pH level and keeps it to a 7.5 level. All right. So N7 is absorbed directly into the intestine, increasing the intestinal flow, promoting circulation, preventing bone loss and demineralization. This supplement starts to work in 20 minutes. That, my friends, speaks to the high bioabsorption of these supplements that use the advanced delivery system, which prevents them from being destroyed by acids in the stomach. These supplements go straight to work. Our third supplement that we are going to look at is the Renew Fire. Because of the thermogenesis stimulated from the green tea in this supplement, the body burns fats and sugars when you sleep, thus preventing them from entering into the bloodstream. Fats in the bloodstream contribute to diabetes, hypothyroidism, alcoholism, kidney disease, liver disease, and stress. So, and sugars in the body, in the bloodstream actually, lead to a decrease in insulin production by the pancreas, resulting in diabetes. So it's very important that these excess sugars and fats are burnt off. And that's what the Renew Fire does while you sleep. Because you take this particular supplement, it is recommended that you take this particular supplement just before you go to bed, or sometime in the evening. So when you wake up after using this product, your sugar and blood pressure levels are lowered, and this supplement also aids in weight loss. So the Renew helps to eliminate fatty tissues while you rest at night. I don't think in the Bahamas it can get any better than that, especially based on the diet that most of us are on. Our final product is what is known as the SANKI Storm. And what I love about SANKI is the fact that there are only 4 products, and the 4 of these products are phenomenal. And so you might use one, but you would find that when you use all 4 of them, magic happens. So the final product that we are looking at is the Balage. It's known as the SANKI Storm. This product is made from rosemary and olive leaves. Each dose has over 14,000 billion nanoparticles, or of nano antioxidants that are needed for healing and helping the body to function properly. The patented ingredient used to make the Balage is the Orozoid enzyme 5, which has a high bioaccessibility, which means it is quickly absorbed into the cells. The immediate effect in the body can be seen using a high-powered microscope or a microscanner, as Coach Ra mentioned earlier. The antioxidants in this product powerfully destroy free radicals. One antioxidant in Balage destroys 4 free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells in your body. So imagine the antioxidants from Balage going in and tackling substances that have been doing damage to your body. Ballage contains 300 metabolites, which enhance mitochondrial function in the body. The mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cells. They are the source of energy production in the body. Ballage causes insulin resistance to go down. So when you are using ballage, the body begins to use the insulin the way it's supposed to break down starches and fats. When this starts to happen, we have a reduction in diabetes and a reduction in obesity. Ballage also increases hydration at the cellular level. Why is hydration at the cellular level important? When your cells are hydrated, my friends, their membranes stay tight and organized, and they can hold and pass on an electrical charge. So, hydrated cells are important to keep you energized and feeling healthy. Therefore, ballage is an energy booster. Ballage also increases enzyme production and activity. It helps the liver detoxification capacity, boosts brain power, reduces cell damage, and decreases the aging process. One thing you would notice with persons who are taking ballage is that their skin is firm and tight, and they look younger than they actually are. And that's because of the circulation that happens in the blood, in the body, when you're using ballage. Last, but by no means least, ballage is an immune system booster. It gives the immune system the jump start it needs to combat germs, viruses, and diseases. And so, even during this pandemic, friends, once you are on ballage and the other SANKI supplements, you don't really have to be too concerned about um, your health, because you're putting healthy stuff into your body. So you have something that works. You have proof of it. You have testimonials. It's just awesome. All of them are awesome supplements, and I would encourage everyone who is a part of Lydia's team to just get on board and try them. They're absolutely awesome. Thank you. Back to you, Coach Ra.
Thank you so much, Iris. As always, a fantastic, phenomenal job. Listen, guys, when I tell you this lady is amazing, she's absolutely amazing. But so I'm going to share with you once again some testimonials from Dr. Alcantar down from Mexico, which he did our presentation in for us for Turks Island. So let me get it up for you. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of skip through some of them because it is kind of long. This was the last 30 minutes of his presentation when I suddenly asked him for testimonials. So the first picture that you see up is of his mother. And so he was just showing his mother at 35 and now at 63. She looks absolutely amazing. Her skin is tight, her skin is firm. And she's taking the Ballage and the Cornu and the Inner 7. She's been doing it for 6 years now. But I'm going to go to some of the even the greater testimonies, because there are some weight loss testimonies, but I'll kind of go through them. And if I start skipping through, I'll just show you. Okay, so let me
6
see.
months, I just modified a little bit
The lady
practices that
here
she
on the
had,
left side,
and I took her back
she wasn't
without
walking
wheelchair
before,
to
now she's
to
walking.
her country, to her city,
Okay.
without the wheelchair, just with a bone to walk, and she's now drinking the products from 5 years ago. Result.
Le dijimos misma ropa, misma toma, mismo todo.
We told
Y después de conocer.
Those were weight loss results, but I'm going to go to the ones that really count, that are really like, now mind you guys, these pictures, some of them are like not for everybody. So if you have kids around, please don't let them watch these pictures, because some of them are very graphic in nature. But I just want to show you the power of what the SANKI system and SANKI products do. So please, if there are any kids around, please, don't allow them to see this. So let me show you. Let's see if I can go to some of them. Okay, let's start here. Okay.
400 of glucose.
oh my goodness.
Lesson in your leg. 1 month taking the products, and big change in her feet.
It was just 1 month, 30 days. Wow.
Another diabetic persons, takes the products 1 month. Foods, complicated with ulcer.
Oh my goodness. Wow. This is crazy.
Complicated food is a big testimony.
Oh, wow. It's huge. This is a huge testimony, guys.
Oh my God.
I hope that you are watching with attention, Dave. This is a diabetic person. In 3 months drinking our products. The first picture on the left is when he started. The second one is 3 months after, and the last one is 5 months after. Less than 6 months, and look at that result.
If
Wow.
you have these testimonies, the person who have the testimony say thank you for all your life.
Yes, of course. Thank you, doctor. Wow.
This is a photo of a doctor, diabetic doctor.
Is this a doctor?
74 years old.
Oh my God.
You can see the bone, the narrow bone,
Yeah.
and recuperate or restore.
Restore. Wow, it's amazing.
5 months.
In 5 months. Wow. Just drinking Belashiner 7 and Curry.
Yeah, this is a picture.
Ajá.
Le cortaron el dedo por problemas de diabetes, pero se recuperó al mes como si no tuviera diabetes. O sea, la recuperación fue muy rápida. Le quitaron un dedo, ahí lo pueden ver.
Wow, in this picture, guys, as you can see, this guy, he lost his toe, and 15 days after, they cut it because the diabetes, the big issue that he had, 15 days after he got these results. The recuperation, the restoration of the surgery was better, faster, and friendlier, definitely. Oh, wow.
Man, 72 years old, 20 years with diabetes type 2. These days, day one, the doctor can't cut the leg because the hospital is too full, and say, come back tomorrow. Someone recommend the product, start to taking the product. 8 days, this is the result.
What? That's insane. So they didn't cut the leg.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, Dr. Vidal, I guess that those testimonials are better than the ones that I can share. Wow.
Listen, I'm like blown away. I'm like, what? This is what I love about SANKI Global. Oh my goodness. Like it's the facts. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not a fly by night. And that's what I absolutely love. Like it's real life. This is what's really happening to people. I mean, I've seen it happen to myself. Even to me I remember back in January, I started to think that I might have been getting another bed sore. And my caregiver literally opened up a Belage. Because I talk about Belage so much, she opens up the Belage and sprinkles it on there, covers it with a pad, and literally the following day, the thing had closed up. And then on my ear, I had gotten my ear pierced, like that middle piece on the inner lobe of my ear, and it had started to swell up and pus and everything. And my kids were like, oh, mommy, you're too old for this earring. You need to take it out. I'm like, no, I'm not taking it out. My caregiver got the Belage again. She mixed it like into a little putty, put it on a Q-tip. She put that around my earlobe, covered it up with a Band-Aid. The following day, the thing had burst and it dried right up. No problems after that. And trust me, I am convinced nobody can really change my mind ever about what the power of these products can actually do. Like there's no way, because I have seen it, and it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Somebody is asking, what about ear infections? How can we go about, assisting persons maybe with ear infections? Do they just drink it, consume it, and that should be fine? Or what would you suggest?
¿Qué sugieres, David, para alguna persona que tenga una infección en el oído? Si solamente con tomarse el producto o se lo pueden aplicar.
Solamente tomado.
Yeah, just drink it. Don't put it directly on the infectionist. Just drink the product.
Pero si tiene una infección, por supuesto, tiene que ir con un médico de recibir un tratamiento para infección, y con los productos va a tener mayor probabilidad de no tener infecciones. O sea, no nada más el producto. Si viene un problema de base de salud, tiene que tener un tratamiento médico.
I mean, if there is a problem already or something with this coming with an infection, it has to go to the doctor, of course. Follow up the treatment that the doctor is going to give or the medication. And of course that the products, our SANKI products, are going to prevent any infections, right? But it's going to balance as well the medication that the doctor is going to recommend. I mean, drink the products, yes, but go to the medication that the doctor gave you if it's an infection.
Quiero nada más hacer este comentario, Fabiola. Saquen la cuenta cuánto dinero le costó su pierna a esta persona.
So I just want to mention this, guys. Just take a number. How much money will cost to this person to save his leg? He didn't lose his leg. How much money do you think that this person spent to save his leg? 1 box of Velash and 1 box of Inner 7.
$200, quizá, porque tomó 2 dosis de Velash al día.
Maybe less than $200 because he was drinking 2 doses of Velash per day. Yeah, less than.
Este ejemplo es un ejemplo muy claro.
Oh my God.
Una amputación que no se cerraba, y ahí pueden ver los días que tenía. Tomó 15 días el producto y cómo se recuperó en la amputación.
This person, they had to make the amputation of the leg, and when doctor received this person, she couldn't heal. So after 15 days, that's the result of the healing, just drinking Velash and Cronry. Oh my goodness. These are strong pictures, Dr. Alcantar. So tan fuertes estas imágenes, güey.
You wanted to see a real
And I
testing?
think they're strong, but I also think that they're strong to show people that this is what people are going through and how these products can assist.
Yes, definitely.
Like they are strong, definitely they are strong, but I know a lot of persons are suffering with diabetes,
Yes.
with, having to get things cut off. And this is what it looks like.
Exactly.
And this is what they're suffering a lot of times, locked in, closed in, because families don't want to even bring them out because of how it looks and what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This patient,
So we need to touch those families.
this patient never goes to hospital, only take the product, and he amputate o quitó sus dedos, y 3 meses después sin ninguna complicación. Nunca fue al hospital.
This person never went to the hospital, guys. He just he cut himself, the toes, just with our products, he healed by himself.
Lo que se pueda recuperar se va a recuperar, y lo que se tenga que quitar se va a quitar. Eso es lo que hacen los productos, lo que hace la naturaleza.
Yeah, what nature is going to do is that what is not necessary in your body, it has to be removed. And what is necessary has to stay, and that's what the nature does, right? So with our products, the body is going to act on that way.
Diabético, 60 años, no caminaba, ahí está en su cama.
60 years old, on the bed, he couldn't walk anymore, diabetes,
Empezó a tomar
15 years.
90 días después, cambia sus piernas y ya salía de su casa después de 3 años sin poder caminar.
After 90 days drinking the products, he walked again, he took out his bed, and now that's the other picture.
Vean
Kind of happy.
el cambio de cara.
The face is impressive how the inflammation went away. And look at his face. I mean, you can see clearly on his face in that picture. But the foot, oh my God, those feet are,
El
amazing.
doctor dice que el cuerpo tiene una increíble habilidad de recuperarse. Solamente le tenemos que abrir el paso con los productos.
Dr. Edea says that our body is really important, is really intelligent, and he knows how to heal himself, right? But we just need to show the way that the body has to take to make it.
Eso es lo que hacen los productos de SANKI. Cada célula trabaja mejor y se comunica mejor con todos sus sistemas.
This is what SANKI products does. Every cell works better with the communication between each other.
Todo problema de lesión de la piel en diabéticos se va a mejorar.
All the problems that a diabetic diabetic person can have with the damaged skin or problem with the skin is going to be better with our products. Just check these pictures. Wow.
14 years with this problem in his
14
leg.
years with this. Oh my God. How this person could live with that 14 years. Wow. Resistant body. Wow.
Quemaduras por agua caliente, en 7 días se recuperan muy bien.
This is actually a boiled water on the leg and drinking the product 7 days after. The cicatrization was really good. Wow. Boiled water.
Yeah. Esta chica.
So guys, as you can see, I could go on and on and on with testimonials because like I said, that was another 30 minutes of just him showing pure testimonials of what he has seen. He has been in the company, I think, for over like 5 years. So he has seen a lot. So it isn't just, this isn't fly by night and oh, just happened. No, he has seen recovery after recovery after recovery with his own eyes. And trust me, I know I am a testimonial and I know God has something in store for me because I feel it in my core every single day. My core has strength. Y'all, like y'all, I don't know if anybody on here has friends that suffer with multiple sclerosis or any sort of disease, debilitating disease that messes with your spinal column. Well, that's what was wrong with me. Okay, it weakens your spinal column to the point where your core feels like squishy mush, guys. And since I have been taking these products without going to the gym, physical therapy has been far and in between. You know, what's COVID made sure of that one. So therapy and going to the gym, I have not been able to do that. But the strength that I have in my core, guys, is just simply amazing. So I'm a person, I just like to give testimonials. Y'all don't understand. I could go on and on and on all night. However, we know this is also a business. And so I know Nurse Adderley wants me to get to it. So I definitely will. So hold on 1 second. Give me a second. And let me share this with you. But yeah, here at SANKI Global, we are a business. We are able to show you how you can also make money with this company. And literally, like I tell persons, I like to go from a retail perspective and also become a product of the product. If you know anybody that needs something going on with their body, share the product with them. Because definitely every 3 customers that you share this product with and they purchase from you, you're going to make $100. And that's unlimited. But not only are you going to make $100, but they're going to give you 2 free products. So every time you make that, the 3 customers and you do this is the company literally is going to give you the $100 and give you 2 free products every single time you do that. So imagine, guys, if you do this over and over again. So this example here shows up to 9 customers, you're going to make $300. But not only are you going to make $300, but you're also going to get 6 boxes of product free. What? Yeah, that you can sell, share, do whatever you want, utilize it yourself. The choice is yours, you know? So that is value in itself, because then that means you can actually go out and sell that product and make money that way if you so choose. Now, if you're a person, you say, you know what, I don't just want to do retail, because we do have persons in the company that they join just to get the retail price, and that's all they do. They don't sign up people, and that's fine too. You don't have to do that. So I don't want you to leave here thinking, oh, I got to go sign up people. No, you don't got to sign up nobody if you don't want to. The choice is yours. Now, if you do decide that, you know what, I want persons to join me in this company as a team, I want us to work together, I want to assist them. Well, every time somebody signs up with you, the company is going to give you 90% of the point value, which can range anywhere from $45 all the way up to upper to $360, depending on what package the person is actually purchasing from you. Okay, but on the low end, you will make $45 off of our $159 package. Okay, and this is every single time. And on the second level just simply means, if an indirect simply means if Nurse Adderley then brings in Indira, whoever Indira brings in, then Nurse Adderley is going to make an additional 10% on all enrollments of whatever Indira does. That's what that simply means, guys, okay? And then we have something called rising stars. And so with our rising star bonus, what that means is you got your 3 customers and now you've gotten 2 distributors. And every single time you do that, guys, you're going to make money. Okay, you're going to make an additional $40 for a rising star. So now you've made the $100 from the 3 customers, because the 3 customers bought product from you. You made $45 each from the two distributors or journey pioneers that decided to journey with you. Okay, and you're now going to get that $40 for why? Completing a rising star, as we call it. Now, if you have second level person, so if Indira goes out and does something, you're also going to get that 10% from the people that she brings in. So that'll be an additional $5 from her 2 journey pioneers that she brings in. So that first level that says 194 that you can easily make, that's how it would be made. It would be made from bringing in your journey customers as well as journey pioneers. And we call that a rising star. Okay. We also have something of different ranks. So we go anywhere from duplicator all the way to crown ambassador. When you hit these different ranks, those are the point values that you see there, 3,500 all the way to 1.9 million in point value. And then you see the money on the side. That means that you can average that amount of money a month with hitting those different ranks that you see there. Okay, and what the company also does every time on a leadership period, which is considered in this company, you have actually 8 to 9 weeks, depending on what time of the year it is. I believe this time of the year is when we get that extra week. If I'm not mistaken, or it's the beginning of the year. It's one of the 2 leadership periods. But we have about 2 months to actually develop these ranks that we have in the company, and the company will then pay you 9% of a global pool. So you can make anywhere from an additional $150 all the way up to who knows what, God knows what. And the company also has a car bonus with, of course, we're like in the Bahamas, like car bonus. We ain't want no car bonus because I don't want to pay no duty. I ain't paying no duty on no Mercedes. Well, some people might, who knows, when you hit platinum. But if you don't want to take the car, you can actually take the money. So the choice is really yours. And the money can range anywhere from, I think, an additional $2,000 a month and up. Then we have trips to Paris and Japan. And I know you're thinking, child, I was Bahamian, I ain't traveling nowhere. I gain somewhere, not me. But don't worry, things could get better. We ain't gonna live like this for the rest of our life. And so we have trips to Japan and to Paris, and then we get an upgrade on our car from a Mercedes all the way to a Tesla. Child, y'all know I came from a Tesla because right now I can't drive myself, so I need a car that can drive on its own. Yeah, so I won that triple diamond Tesla car. Okay, then the trip to Dubai, and then you get a 24 karat Rolex watch. And like we like to say over here, it's really not about the money. It's about the fact that you have earned it. You know, you have earned this, you've worked hard, and this is what you have earned. So by now, I know you're thinking, okay, so how do I get in this company? Where do I start? Well, guys, these are the different packs that we offer here at SANKI Global. So it ranges anywhere from $159 with 2 Vision 2020 packs, starter packs. And what that basically is 2 Ballage and 1, 2 Ballage and 1 Crinwy with the Vision 2020 all the way to the far right. Then we have a Vision 2020 that has the 10-day package. And that 10D basically has 10 days supply of all 4 of the products. So some people like to start there to say, well, okay, let me see what is for me versus jumping right in. But like I always tell people, to me, that 2 Ballage and that Cronwy is like the best package to start with, because it allows you to have a month supply of both products that are like, the Ballage is the flagship product right there. So not only can you start it, but you can also share along the way with somebody as well. And so that to me is really awesome. And then we have our basic pack as well, and our executive pack that even has more product in it. So we also have an app here at SANKI, which makes it really awesome, because with this app, you're able to literally copy, paste, and get paid. So if persons aren't really social media savvy, you literally can utilize this app because they have it all set up, and you can literally copy and paste it, send it out on social media, so that can assist you in building your business, which makes it really easy. It's a free app. There's nothing extra to it. We have an incredible digital kit in the back office that has business cards, banners, everything that you need or think you need for your business or to get started in a business. It is all there. So they have literally thought of everything. So I want to say to everybody that joined us today, over 50 plus people, I want to say thank you so much for getting on. And can these products help with lupus? Yes, these products can help with lupus because I was diagnosed with lupus SLE, transverse myelitis, and neuromyelitis optica. So that's what I've been medically, quote unquote, diagnosed with. Lupus SLE, TM, which is transverse myelitis, means your myelin sheath is unraveling, and neuromyelitis optica, which the old name for it is Dervick's disease. So those are the three things that I have been diagnosed with. So yes, definitely, this is something that somebody that has lupus, I would definitely say get on board with it because it helps with your immune system, because basically all lupus is an autoimmune deficiency. And so basically your body fighting against itself all the time. You know, I have literally been able to come off of 40, I've gone from 44 plus pills. I'm now down to 22 pills per day. Okay, let me say that again. I've gone from 40, 44, 46 pills per day. I used to take 1,000 milligrams of Celsep twice a day. I used to take 1,200 milligrams of gabapentin 3 times a day. So that's 3,600 milligrams of gabapentin. I used to take 80 milligrams of baclofen per day. I used to take 300 milligrams of, not Celsep, what is Tramadol per day. I've been able to come off of Tramadol completely. That's an opioid, guys, completely. I don't take any Tramadol at all, period. I've come down to what is it? That would be 500 milligrams of Celsep twice a day. So I've cut that in half. I've also come down to 600 milligrams of gabapentin 3 times a day. And I'm on 60 milligrams of baclofen per day. So all I know, is it reversing, recovering, and restoring for me? Yes, it is, definitely. Is it doing it for my friend's son, Darius? Yes, he's able to sit up in his bed, head held high, his eyes do not roll, and he does not drool, okay? And is able to get up and walk. He's able to walk on a treadmill even now. What? Okay, so like I said, I could go on and on and on, and I'm sure, let me see. Anybody out there wants to open up their mic that's in SANKI Global and share a testimony, because I know we got some of you on here that have been in the company for a while. If you'd like to open up your mic and share a testimony, please do so now. And don't all do it all at the same time. Don't run quickly now. Don't come run to the front of the room fast. Just run slow. No one on here? Oh, okay.
Great
Cheryl.
night, great night,
Cheryl,
great
I was
night.
just about to say, Veronica, you know, guys, I was just like,
I will give Cheryl and Nurse Donnelly the honor to do their testimonies.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Okay, well, I came into SANKI like the ending part of February of this year, and I was introduced to the products and when I was introduced to the products, the person who introduced me to the products had no idea what I was dealing with. However, what I was dealing with it was a hole in my foot that I was trying to get healing for 2 years, okay? And I tried everything. And so even when these products was introduced to me, I didn't think that it would help me. I simply bought into it for the mere fact that the person who brought it to me was a former staff of mine. And so I just wanted to support her. So, you know, I wasn't, even when they were doing the presentation, I was tuned out because, you know, like I said, I thought I tried everything. However, after listening to the CD or the video rather with Dr. Franco and hearing that these products work from a cellular level, I wanted them like now. Well, I got the product and I started with just one product, the Balarge, and I decided, okay, I will stay off my feet for a while and see, you know, if this thing will work. Well, after 4 days of being on just the Balarge, because that was all that I had at the time, I saw that the inside of the foot started to come together. And by a week and a half Okay, it had started to build a callus over it. And by a month to 6 weeks, I didn't have to bandage my foot anymore because I used to have to bandage up, um, change bandages 3, 4 times a day. Okay. And so in a matter of 4 days, I started to see it come together. I didn't get excited yet, but a week and a half later, I saw where the callus had started to build over it. Okay. And then it was, hey, me not having after bandage it at all 6 weeks later. So that was awesome. Awesome. And if I may, I can share another awesome testimony.
Please go ahead.
Well, my daughter was flown down here to Nassau a few days ago on Tuesday, actually. Well, what happened was she was having severe pains, vomiting, and could hardly walk. Her stomach was swollen, not the back, the side of her was swollen. She is slimmer than I am. For those who know me, she's slimmer than I am, and she looked like a pregnant person. So when she's holding her stomach, it was like she was actually holding a baby. Okay. And so when she was telling me about what she was dealing with, I said, girl, are you taking your products? Do you have any more products? Yes. I'm like, okay, you could not have been taking your products because you shouldn't even have any. So I had to go on the Ballard and the Canute because they couldn't there are no flights flying to Hub Island where she's at, and they couldn't get her out. So guess what? The MP for the area, he had to come to Nassau for meetings, and he had heard about her plight, and he asked, he called her husband to ask if they got any arrangement as at that time, and he said no, and he said okay, my daughter could come along with him, and so they wanted to hospitalize her for 7 days to run tests and whatnot to see what was going on with her. And with going into hospital at this time, I couldn't bear her going into hospital, and so with the Ballard and the Canute, I would kept on asking her, how you feeling? How you feeling? After she was taking them, she would be like, Mommy, I'm not feeling any different. I'd be like, girl, you stay on them because the product is reversing whatever is going on with you to recover it. And so anyway, that she got here on Tuesday. Listen to me, guys. She got here on Tuesday, and we're talking this week, Tuesday. And on Wednesday, she had started eating because she wasn't able to keep anything down. By Wednesday, the stomach obviously was going down, and by Thursday, her stomach was almost flat. And guys, today's what, Saturday? Well, she went home yesterday morning because she was much, much better. And you know what was wrong with her after doing the test and them getting the results? She had kidney stones. Okay, and they saw where she was passing the stones. Okay, and I am sure it is because of the Canute and the Ballard. Well, when she got here, I was actually giving her all three, and on the hour, every hour. Okay.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yes. And
Thank
so
you
she
so
went
much,
back
Cheryl.
home
Listen,
yesterday.
when you told me that
Awesome,
testimony,
awesome.
trust me, these amazing testimonies. You hear me? Amazing. So, Veronica, do you have a testimony for us, or am I going to ask Miss Queen Avernell? Because I know Avernell might have one as well.
Yes, good evening. I would like to share my story. In 2015, I had a slip and fall. So where I ended up with 3 back surgeries and 2 neck surgeries. And I was having pain off and on from that severe pain, excruciation pain. And apparently I was introduced to the Ballard and the Canute, the SANKI product, about 10 weeks ago. And I started taking the products about roughly 10 weeks ago now. And I can say since I started those products, like I just feel a new me coming out of me. Like it's hard for me to explain what I am trying to say, but I told my family, like, I'm so energized and I could run down the stairs. Sometimes my husband said, girl, you forget you had back surgery. But that's just how I feel since I started using the product. I just feel like a different person inside of me. I have so much strength and I am so energized and you know, I would encourage anyone who have an injury or any sorts of illness or ailment or comorbidities, the SANKI product is the way to go. So I would recommend those products to any and everyone, especially the Balaj and the Cranut. Well, I am on Balaj, Cranut, and the Inner 7, but the Balaj and the Cranut, I would recommend to anyone. And
Wow,
that's my
thank you
little
so much.
story.
Oh my God, that is amazing. And then I also want to share that the Inner 7 is good for persons that have thyroid issues, as well as women that suffer with severe menstrual cramps. The Inner 7 is amazing for that. That is one of the products that whenever I'm feeling any type of pain starting to happen in my body, and I know I'm not ever planning on going back on tramadol ever again, the only pain medication I actually take is the gabapentin and or the Panadol. That's like literally the highest I go now. I will literally take Balaj and Inner 7 together along with the Cronwe. I put that in a cup of, I don't even use it hot. I just drink it room temperature water. I put that in a 16-ounce glass of water and I showed that down, and that's what I take. And as soon as you start taking it, especially persons that have severe inflammation, you will find that it literally will start, you'll start urinating. You will pee and pee and pee. And just like Cheryl was talking about her daughter, we had a gentleman that started on the Balaj, did not even know he had kidney stones. One day he went to urinate and literally, guys, kidney stones were in the toilet. And he was like, whoa, like what and when and how? His wife had an issue with having children, bearing kids. And literally when she went and started taking the products, when she went in the shower one day, I can't even, like, you know, like Nurse Adderley said, she can't describe it. I can't even describe what came out of her. All she said was it was an awful, foul odor and product came out of her. And from then it was a different her, because she was having like lower issues going on. And she said since then she was like blown away, like, whoa, what happened and why and how? Yes, this product helps with menopause. Yes, this product helps with arthritis in the knees, because basically what you're looking at is this goes into the cellular level. So this isn't a topical cream. This isn't something that you're rubbing on. However, just so that you know, by way of information, you can put the Inner 7 like in hot water and soak your body in it. You can also put it in, you know, put hot towels on your body, as well as you can get the Inner 7, put it in your shampoo and rub it on your hair. You can also put the Inner 7 in a lotion and rub it on your skin, because of course your skin is the largest organ on your body. So it can still get into your body if you're a person that does not want to take it internally. But guys, all I can say is these products are doing some amazing, amazing, amazing things. So with that being said, let me see if there's any more questions. Aranel, I think you had your hand up. I don't know if you wanted to say something. So if you do, you can unmute yourself and say it now. I'm just going to go through the chat.
Well, good evening, awesome evening. And it's always great to talk about SANKI. Well, my SANKI story is I first discovered SANKI when I was invited to one of these same calls. But on the inside, I had several things I wanted answers to. One was menopause, the hot flashes. The other one was I had a lot of, it was difficult trying to bend do a fist because I had inflammation in my hands. And when you talk about topical cream, I was always that person who would grease stand in the night because I stood on my legs for a very long time. And I would feel pains in that inner artery going up. It was always aching. I could walk a lot, but when I sit down, that was a different story. I've been on the product since June. And guess what? I am not coming off, because when you hit going on to over your 50s, you start thinking about persons who say they forget the products help with bringing nutrients to the brain. 33% of what we eat, the brain needs that nutrient. And we don't always eat correctly because the older we get, we tend to stop eating properly. So guess what? That's my SANKI. So I just want to share that with persons on this line. Yes, and what I love about all the products, they're very easy to take. Just put them in the water, shake them up, and you're good to go. So I am excited about the SANKI. Truly, truly excited about SANKI. And you age gracefully, and you don't have to worry about what's running through the family because you're breaking that cycle. So thank you very much. And that's my story or my testimony.
Thank you so much, Queen Avenel. Yes, like we say here at SANKI Global, you know, the products work internally. Like we said, we are not curing, we're not mitigating any disease, but we are reversing, recovering, and restoring what's happening in the body and allowing the body, guys, you got to hear this, to do what God, Heavenly Father, the Creator, the big boy, big dog, you know, he created this body to heal itself. That's what he did. That's what he created the body to do. However, we have to remember the body has to be in a state of homeostasis. It has to be at a level that it can do that. But because of all the food that we intake, our gut is our second brain, guys. And our diet in the Bahamas, y'all know what it is. Like, trust me, it's taken me 3 years, like pulling teeth for me to change my diet. For those that know me on Facebook, you'll see I eat fruit for breakfast. I eat salad for lunch. I eat maybe a vegetable soup or salad for dinner. Like literally it's greens, salad, greens, whatever, greens, fruits, vegetables, fruits. That's me. But it took forever for me to get there because why? I didn't grow up like that. I grew up on my down home Bahamian food and I love my food. You know, food, listen, this was a fight. My mom had to pull teeth for me to start eating right. And then having Balaj and seeing, see, my thing is when you start seeing the results, it encourages you to want to even do more. Like, you know, when you take it, like when you're taking medication, and trust me, we are not knocking doctors here. Please go to your doctors because you're going to need your doctors to go hand in hand with what you're doing because they're going to have to lower your medication. You know, we had a guy who had severe diabetes. He was able to lower his insulin levels because why? He was taking the Crenu on a daily basis. We've had persons that have been able to reverse their intake of high blood pressure medication, lower the dosages to come off of it completely. So what we're saying to you, work hand in hand with your doctors, you know, so that they can show you that, yes, this is happening, that it's getting better, that it's working for you. You know, so we're not telling you, oh, just, you know, get on Balaj, get on Crenu and, you know, end of story. No, work hand in hand with your doctors because you will show them and they're going to ask you, well, what you doing? You know, we had a gentleman who was going to the doctor. He had to go to the doctor every single week. He was overweight. His high blood pressure was out of the roof. His high blood pressure is now normalized. He's lost, I think, 15 to 18 pounds in 2 weeks. Now they gave him a 3-month checkup, meaning he don't have to come back for 3 months. He was going every single week. But he was also, we had put him on a regimen of the Balaj and the Crenui. And he was on the Hasaki, but that was his regimen. And we told him, stick with your doctor. We want you to work hand in hand with your doctor, to the point where his doctor was like, what are you doing? Because they're going to ask. Because guess what? Medication can only do so much. We need our body to heal itself. Medication, like my sister, she's a nurse doctor, and she always told me, she said, Ruthann, and that's why she wanted me to even get off of the Tramadol. She said, Ruthann, that covers your pathways. When you start taking all these drugs, it covers all of your pathways. When you cover your pathways, and what she meant by that is the pain pathways. Once you cover them all up, then you don't even know when you're in pain anymore because you've covered it up with so many drugs, you know? And so for me to come off of all of these drugs and slowly just reversing off of them, I'm so proud of myself. Do I have some days where I'm in a lot of pain? Yeah, I do. But guess what it's called? It's called the valley of pain. Because in order for me to heal, I have to go through that valley because it's reversing. Back in 2015, I spoke to Dr. Nelson. I said, Dr. Nelson, how am I going to know that I'm getting better? She said, Ruthann, you're going to know you're getting better when everything starts reversing. She didn't say healing. She said reversing. Everything is going to start reversing itself, and whatever happened last is going to go first. It's going to literally pathway itself back. And that's what happens with healing, guys. So I want to say thank you so much, Nurse Adderley, for having us. It was absolutely amazing. I know it was long, but I hope I did you right. I hope, I hope I served in capacity that was needed. And so please get back to whomever brought you to this call, get back to them. Let them know you're ready. You're ready. You're about to do this. So I want to say, Nurse Adderley, is there anything you'd like to say before we go? And I want to say thank you for allowing me to serve.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to celebrate this my SANKI launch this evening. A special thanks goes to you, Dr. Ruth Ann Newton-Liban, for putting on such an amazing seminar and launch this evening. I do appreciate you. I love you. May God continue to bless you and keep you strong and cover you to carry this work on, to do some healing in this Bahamas, some deliverance to people. And I just want to say to everyone who's not on this and anyone with any comorbidities, get on board. The SANKI way is the way to go. It's healing, it's delivering, and trust me, it will do you all good. And I thank you all so, so much. I want to say a special thanks even to Cheryl. Cheryl and Veronica for bringing me on board and inviting me into this SANKI program. This product is wonderful. So thank you all so much. And you need to protect and sustain your health. So get on to the SANKI product. Thank you. And thank you so much again, Dr. Liban. I do
You're very,
appreciate
very,
you.
very welcome. Like I said, I'm here to serve. And guys, just so that you know, this is what we do. So you get on board and you want to start moving and shaking and you want people to know about what's going on. This is what we do. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm here to serve for. I am here to serve you. And my philosophy, guys, is service to humanity is service to God. So as long as I can do that from my bed, I will continue to do it. So, service to you is service to God. So everybody, like one of my mentors and coaches always says, I love you all, but guess what? God loves you best. Good night, my friends.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, yes, awesome.
Thank you, Veronica.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.